Hello, this is RepentMF. This is going to be my AGDQ 2019 submission for Kamiko Yamato 100%. Last year at AGDQ 2018, I did Kamiko Yamato any percent, and I'd like to show off the differences this year for 100%. I actually recorded my run previously, and I'm going to dub over it. I didn't have my mic with me when I recorded the run, but I wanted to use the run anyway, and I hope that's okay. So here's my footage. So Kamiko is a very beloved game right now to me. Time starts on new game, and there's only like 17, I think, text boxes in the entire game if you use English. So we use any other language and it's 2 text boxes less. And we're using Yamato. So she is the fastest character in the game in terms of her entire kit. She has the same movement speed as all the other characters, but her attacks come out the fastest, and she has the, I'd say, best potential for comboing. So what we're going to do is build up a pretty big combo, so later on we won't have to really expend ourselves and go out of our way or grind any for SP. SP is our resource that we use to open treasure chests, to activate shrines, and to open doors, I believe. Now, activating a shrine is just hitting a checkpoint basically in a level, and every single level has 4 shrines, and we activate those shrines in any percent to get to the end of the leveling to the boss. But here it's a little bit different. We're going to have to get every single collectible that is available to us within the level. So not only do we have to activate the shrines, we have to go get all the treasure chests, and before each boss we have to collect each heart piece and each heart container and each stamina container. So this is our second shrine. If you've been noticing, we've been trying to keep up our combo a little bit because we're going to need a lot of SP. Probably, I think it's actually 100 more than it is in any percent. So this is fine for right now. We get our first SP upgrade right here, and that'll take us to 225, I believe. And here's our sphere, and we're going to take this to the main plaza of level 1. That's really the biggest difference, is SP routing in 100% versus any percent. It's going to be the same combos, you're just going to want to hit probably more enemies, and you might have to take different spots. Oh, and getting all the secrets. We used to not get the secrets. Well, in any percent, we did get the secrets, and then we didn't again. And for 100%, you have to get the secrets because it's a collectible. And secrets are just collectibles that fill up your health and HP to the fullest. We spent 50 again for that HP container up there, and now we're on our way to the level 1 boss. So we're making good time. Entered the boss door, I think roughly around 3:02. And if you saw right there, I actually used D-pad movement to do the diagonal to go get that SP container. Diagonals are generally faster anyway, but they're especially faster when you use the D-pad. It's about 1.49 times as fast. So we're gonna manipulate this boss to hit these 4 switches. We're gonna want him to do hops of 2 hops, 1, 1, 1, and then 2, 1, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 3, 2. But we already lost a hop, so it's about a 1.5 second time loss. In the grand scheme of things, it's not terrible, but you don't want it to happen really more than once. So this cycle is probably going to be good. So 2, 1, few hops, and then another single hop. That's good, and we're at max SP now. That's good. And we're going to stand slightly above where we were before on that first panel. Get him out of the way. And that'll give us enough room to really work with panels. It also avoided an attack when he was sending out all of his bullets for his bullet hell. The other difference for 100% is really you have more freedom of tanking more hits, and you don't have to be as cautious with your health just because you have more of it. I still like to be a little bit wary, but you don't have to like be afraid really. I'd say generally in any percent I enter level 2 having 2 health, so having 5 here is pretty nice. So there is the first shrine of the level. We're gonna go pick up an orange orb, and that's gonna be our first fetch quest for this level. And see, like there, if I was at 2 health in any percent, that would have been a huge deal, but because we're doing 100%, I have more health, and it's just generally not as bad. I think the game is in slowdown right now. That just means we're dropping frames from what the game's frame rate is supposed to be. They were too far to the right, so I couldn't just go straight up, so we had to dodge them. And this will surface the bridge that connects the northern part of the map to the southern part. So, just like in any percent, we need to look out for load zones. So, on the bridge, oh yeah, we get the heart right here. So that's our second findable heart in the level, in the levels. And if you saw on the bridge, I hugged the left-hand wall until we reached the top, so I could choose what I wanted to combo. There are certain zones where you won't spawn enemies, or if you walk into certain other zones, you will spawn enemies. And those are just load zones for them. There's our next shrine. And we are going to perform bridge skip, which is just skipping the bridge cutscene by hitting pause, unpausing. We're going to cut that grass, and we got to move during the cutscene basically. Is what that amounts to. So here I get a little bit nervous, just because I'm at 2 health, and I have 7. How did this happen? Tanking too many hits. And I'm pretty sure I forgot the SP upgrade from the left-hand side of the map, so that's gonna cost me... I guess I could... I'm gonna look at the timer this time since I'm not playing right now. Pretty sure it costs me like 10 seconds, but it might be more than that, honestly. We'll have to see. Just setting up for stuff right here. Got that one. And we're going to take this back to the 4th shrine, get the secret, and then go to the boss door. But we'll, like I said, we'll have to detour and go get the SP container. It was a pretty bad spawn, but we reacted properly. Secret's right here. I don't know if I mentioned what secrets did or not. They just fill up our health and HP, and they're another collectible. I think I did say that, but better safe than sorry. So, like I said, we hug the left-hand side. So that cutscene all the way to 9:03. So that was 9 seconds. That was actually probably closer to 15 or 20 second time loss. So this could have been much better. Maybe not that much. I would say at least 10-second time loss. Probably at most 20. So that first part was RNG. That weak point can appear anywhere on his body, and the rest of this fight is normal without including the enemy spawns. The enemy spawns are all random, of course. We don't want any of them on our side, so we just hit them until they all appear on the right side of the map. And that's the end of that fight. I think I did record these times down, so I can just check how much time I lost on here. Unless I deleted it. I think I was down 10 seconds on that one. So this is the Scorching Labyrinth. This area introduces the idea of kill room mechanics. It's the first time we see that SP door. And I missed that one too. I was supposed to get that treasure chest right there. That SP container. I missed the cutscene skip here because I thought he was dead and he actually wasn't. But I'll end up going back to get that. But I'm setting up for the bridge right there. I just use my SP to open that door for later, so I don't have to get SP later on. Because I have a ton of it right now. So that was a good fight. And we're going to try to keep this combo going. I don't remember if I do it. Do I get hit? Nope, don't get hit. Good. So the reason this is important is so I just do it for any percent because oh, we got hit. You don't want to have to grab the secret, and I guess that just transferred to right here, and it was just muscle memory. But you have to grab the secret anyway because it's 100%. So we're at 300 SP right now. We should be at 325, but we're not. That was a terrible spawn. Glad that we reacted to that properly. Putting the key in its place. And usually we have to do a pretty big combo right here, but we have a ton of SP. I don't remember if I still do it anyway. It's probably a good idea too, though. No? Yes, okay. So the combo is important here, so we don't have to use the death use that we used to do. Which death use, you would intentionally take damage and die right after you collect the shrine, and that would refill all of your HP and SP. But it's actually, we found out, just faster to get a really high combo and route all of the enemies in. It's faster for Yamato anyway. So I think I should have almost enough for the rest. Let's see, 50 for the sphere, 100 for the shrine, and then I guess I'm 7 short. Oh wait, no. Wait, yes? I'm confusing myself. Yeah, I think I'm 7 short, because I have to get the... Oh no, I have to get 2 treasure chests, so we're actually... Oh gosh. We are 54 short. So before we were even more short than I thought. I think I realized that here. Yeah. And right there, I kind of panicked because I wanted to do the cutscene skip, but at the same time, they were in my way, and killing them would have actually just taken more time. So this worked out pretty well. And that cutscene for that bridge is actually a lot shorter than the cutscene for the bridge in Sunken Relics. So it's not terrible. And when you go back here, this is actually okay because I have to come back this way anyway. It probably would have just been easier, so I wouldn't have to combo as much as I did. Like if I got it at the beginning, I could have just used it out of the like 275 or 300 that I had coming from Sunken Relics. Okay, so we're going to pick up the next two. More SP, more HP. And like the Scorching Labyrinth, this boss plays off of kill rooms, so you just have to kill all of the enemies, and then the weak point will appear after 3 waves of said enemies. I'm getting beat up. I remember this now, this was not a great fight. I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, if this was any percent, I would be dead right now. That's just how my mind thinks, because I'm such a very heavy any percent player. I rarely play 100%, but I wanted to show off something different for the AGDQ community this year. Kill that one with one swing. And we're going to keep the combo going. Otherwise you're going to lose a lot of SP. So 350, and we have how much health? 3, so we have 10 health. So we have 4 more treasure chests that will give us, or 2 more treasure chests and 2 more pickups that will give us 12 health and 400 SP. I can hit a lot, gosh. That's alright. Get the health pickups, so Ruins of Yamato, I think that's what it's called. I just call it Ruins, it's easier. Has a lot of preparing for later segments, so we had to hit that switch and it would open this gate, so we get the sphere, place it in the main plaza, and then we're going to hit the switch again so we can bring a key up and open a door. It's a lot of preparation. That's why I even went up there and cut the grass. Because you don't want anything in your way, because if you drop your key, you have to go all the way back and get it. And we don't want to do that. We want to route everything as clean as we can, leave no strings unwound, detached. We want everything to be smooth. So this is going pretty well. These guys are going to spawn. That was a pretty okay spawn. And that was a good spawn. So really good RNG all around. That's really the only thing that can mess you up there. It's probably RNG. So that's... we did all that preparation. It's been like 2 minutes, and that was the first shrine. That is ridiculous. So we were just being careful right there around the spikes. We didn't want to lose too much health, like we did with that single common. And we hit this vending machine, and somehow it makes a bridge appear, but whatever. And that's our HP? No, SP. So that's our SP upgrade for the level. And then we bring back kill rooms. This is a really easy one. We're gonna go ahead and hit that switch, because we don't need to open that treasure chest yet, because that's an item that we need to carry somewhere else, and we can't carry it right now, because we have more business up here. We stick to the left of that little bridge, so we don't spawn the green ninjas, and then we hit the 1 HP enemy to continue our combo, so we don't lose any SP. Look at how much that fills up. Super good. Nice. And then this time we're going to use a special. We're just going to get all of our SP back. It's a tiny bit slow, but it worked out. I don't know if I get hit here. I really hope I don't. Nice. And that's pretty much all we'll need. Is it? Do we need more for the rest of the run? That's crazy. 100% is so wonky on SP gaining, because 325 sounds like a ridiculous amount. So we need the 100 for the next shrine. We need 50 for the HP that we have left. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, and 50 for this door. So that's 200, did I just say? 50, 100. Oh, but then I have to use the meter for the special attack. So we're gonna hit this switch, and it's gonna open up a pathway. We don't want to get crushed by that. It'll only do a damage, but it's a huge time waster, so we don't want to get crushed by that. We're very lucky that tower didn't hit us. We got hit by one of that tower's fireballs or bullets or whatever they're called. That would have been very bad. That was a good fight. I think I actually forget to get the HP upgrade the first time through, so we have to do the kill room a total of 3 times instead of 2. Actually no, I think we would have always had to do it 3 times. Is that true? Yeah, I think so. It's just I forgot it earlier. See, right there last minute I remembered it. There you go. And you just light all of those up, make a bridge. Again, don't know how it works, don't care. And we're on our way to the boss after a simple kill room fight. Could have gone a little bit better. But we have so much health it almost doesn't even matter. 11 health, 375 SP, and all we have to do is pick these last 2 up. And we're at the boss. Final bosses of the game. This is what we assume to be Yamato... Yamatai Koku or something. I can't remember the name for the life of me, honestly. I have trouble with it all the time. We just call him Antler Devil. This is our safety corner. We pretty much never get hit here. Not by those bullets that are falling out of him, and it's the perfect place to hit his weak point. That was pretty bad RNG. This second phase is all RNG, except for the attacks. The enemy spawns are RNG, and the attacks are scripted. But the weak point is RNG too. So that could have been better, but this one will always go right and then left. Ah, that's right, I was facing left. You're supposed to be facing up. That's alright. That's maybe a 3-second time loss. So not too bad. We go back around, go into the safety corner. And there you go. That fight's done, and we're on to the final boss. So for the final boss, we use our special attack to deal true damage to the glass. And then we hit the weak point afterwards, which, by the way, true damage just means that it takes, instead of saying this is how much damage it takes to kill it, it's how many hits it takes to kill it. But Yamato's special does 3 true damage anyway. So instead of taking 3 hits of her sword, you can just do 1 hit of her special attack. So this will be 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th hit hits the orb and does the 3 true damage that we need. That was a tongue twister. Good true damage, 3 true damage. Maybe it sounded more like a chant. That's awful. And then, as you can see, the weapons and attacks that are coming up right now are just previous bosses that he's using to hit us with, except for this phase. This phase is all cinematic. Hitboxes are huge, but they're very slow, very telegraphed, but it looks really cool. Like, just running in between this fire is like the coolest thing I've seen in an indie game in some time. It just feels fun to run through it. Okay, so time is when we touch the final shrine. He yells at us for obeying God, but he's like, maybe this is just what God wanted to happen. Got a really bad complex. He's crazy. And time happens early in the video. Oh no, wait, no, it doesn't. That's right, I have the HD60S now. So anyway, that is a world record at the time of this video. Before that, it was MD Mason 85 that had the world record for Yamato 100% with a 24:54, I believe. So this was 7 seconds off of that. This is a really great run. The category is great. It's really interesting and has just enough difference from the 80% run that I think it would be great for this year's AGDQ. I love PCF and I love what it does for cancer victims and the cancer community. I know that's weird to say it that way, but cancer has affected so many of my family members and so much of my life. I feel like I need to give back to it. I try to donate every year. I'll definitely donate this year. And I'd love to come out to AGDQ again, and I'd love for you to have me and play this amazing game for people, your people. It just means so much to me, and I can't wait to hear back from you. Thanks for watching.